Bringing back the nasty friends into superpower while forming all these formables is a great challenge. You can also get risky impacts, so if you want to form any of these formables, consider this your guide. If not, just enjoy the playthrough. After the usual factory setup, research, etc., I took Jersey and Guernsey for some money. Then I bought some resources. I also went for other micronations like Andorra or Monaco. I spammed out some tanks because my first player war was right around the corner. I wanted to fight Germany, who was allied to Ireland. I also took Luxembourg in the meantime. Maximum military spending. I tried selling some consumer goods. I spammed more tanks and went to doctrines maneuver warfare, cause you know. Now the war with Germany was smooth for the fact that Germany was unprepared. I moved my tanks into Germany's square cities so he couldn't spam tanks, and then I destroyed his infantry and Germany was already lost. After the war I was a little bit too overconfident and tried going into Zaporoslavia and Italy. Economy is always the biggest problem when you play maneuver warfare. Poland was taking back territory and I realized he attacked Russia and I didn't want to go over there, so I white peace is the way. A failed war didn't discourage me, so I looked into UK. He didn't seem to have a navy, so I decided to throw 3K tanks into the water. Only 1K made it. He had a submarine. Still, my tanks were too strong. Now, when I'm reviewing the footage, I realize how risky I was playing. I was attacking everyone without even properly defending. Only a combination of strategy, luck, and incompetent enemies made me go this far. I wanted next to form Napoleonic France. And guess what? I needed Catalonia from Spain and parts of Italy. Spain was nice, but Italy, while I was trying to convince him, was also rebuilding my economy and my army, but mainly my army. I really thought Italy was nice until as I was saying, I was playing too risky. Italy pushed me back in Germany, but I still had a lot of square cities. I built more and more tanks and managed to push him back. This was the closest time by far when I almost lost in the entire war. But luckily I managed to take Rome and he white beast. Let me say it clear. He lied to me, then he backstabbed me, then he lost miserably. I'm wondering who also did that in the past. He was even more down bad. He really is old, and for the next 2 game years, I just fought AI countries. Also, my economy and stability were destroyed, and I needed to rebuild that. Nice. But finally, after 2 years, I formed Napoleonic France. If you made it this far, you probably enjoyed the video, and if you do, drop a like, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video. After a few moments without me on the server, I started attacking the countries starting with Sweden I needed to form. The toughest war to win was the Italian war because I was unprepared. I was unprepared 3 times. One when I attacked Zaporoslavia, then when I attacked the UK, and third when I was attacked by Italy. But this time I was prepared. Just kidding. Imagine trying to take Africa with like 6k tanks. Yeah, that's what I did. It failed, yes. I sent more unprepared troops, yes, but not in the same way. I started with South Africa, and luckily East African Federation came in to help, but not too much. I attacked then Tunisia, and as a matter of fact, South Africa was allied with Australia, which also had territories I needed, so I had to stay in that war for a long time while getting losing, while having maneuver warfare. You know where I'm going with this. Switched to troops. They were cheaper and better in that situation, even if on paper my tanks were better. Oh yeah, the biggest problem was Vietnam, with an outrageous amount of troops that were actually good. Also, it wasn't my main front, and China, which also started helping me, was useless. I don't know in what world you place China and you need a few years to defeat an AI Vietnam with the support of France. After conquering some more, it was the Gulf Union who wanted to form, so I helped him, and we agreed that he would give me what was necessary for my formable later. But he formed the Arab League and left the game. Now both me and Macedonia jumped on him. Macedonia didn't seem to want to give up cities, so I needed to be fast. Luckily, I managed to be fast enough, and after attacking more and more, I was really close until Macedonia gained courage and provoked me in the chat. He admitted though that he would lose, but he wanted to see what was going to happen. I wasn't scared, but I decided for once in this video to over prepare. The war was easy. After that, the only person in the server wasn't doing anything that would influence me and was dice. I formed you, then the French Empire, and I wanted to form Frankish as well, but I realized I have formed Napoleonic earlier, so I couldn't. So it's kind of a clickbait because I only managed to form four formables, but at the same time, it is a guide, so by following it, you can form whatever formable you want.